Well, hello, welcome back to Language Hacking. We're continuing our work on our Ruby parser, and today we're going to be working on operator precedence. One thing I did in the first video about parsing is I had, let's see, I had put all of the plus, minus, multiply, and divide operators into one rule, which is wrong because, as you know, operator precedence is a thing in most languages, especially Ruby, and we want to handle that. And one way we can kind of demonstrate this is let's see, if I do the AST for our current parser, the one that we're just using for the gem, the Ruby parser gem that we're already using, then we can do 1 plus 2 times 3 and see that AST. And what that AST is hard to tell, I guess, with the parentheses, but it's a call to the multiply, and the result of that is passed as a argument to the plus. Now, if I reverse the arguments or the operators here, then we're going to see that again, the call to the multiply is done first, and then the plus is operated, or is, let's see, the result of that multiply is sent the message plus, and so the order has changed. The multiplies always happen first, and so we need to handle that in our parser. And I don't know if this is exactly right, but writing out this diagram helped me, and it helped me to kind of wrap my brain around it. And I'm not going to go too much into it because I think there's some errors in it, but at least it kind of got my brain going. And so I just thought I'd go over this real quickly. So if we have a rule for sum, and this would apply to subtract too, but I'm just calling it sum. If we have a rule for sum, then the left-hand side and the right-hand side can be one of these and one of these respectively. And so that makes some sense, so that the top level rule might be sum, and then you could have multiply operations that happen within that on either side. And so that would cause the multiplies and divides to happen first, and then a layer above that would be the sum, the add and subtract. And so here's the product rule, which is obviously multiply or divide. And you'll notice there is no plus or minus inside of here unless it is inside of parentheses. And we're not going to get to the parentheses today, but we're just going to try to set up this sort of precedence. So in terms of our parser, this sum rule would refer to the product rule on the left-hand side and the right-hand side, I think. So we're going to try to get this done today and see what we can do. I guess I don't need two windows open, do I? Just close that, and let's go to our parser test, and let's see if we can express this in code in a way that makes sense. We can just do oops, did not mean to do that. 1 times 3, or 1 times 2 plus 3, and the result we get for that, I'm just going to cheat like I always do. st1, and which one are we doing? 1 times 2 plus 3, that's this one. So we're going to copy that and paste it right here. And let's just substitute all the parens for square brackets. Let's see, s paren for square brackets, and substitute closing parens for square brackets. There we go. So it should look something like this, although, why is this? Oh, right, there we go. So let's run this test. Let's run a make and bin natalie test natalie parser test. And we have a syntax error because we're not even recognizing this two-level operation here. We should be able to fix that pretty easily. If right here, or maybe this one can be an op. Well, that's recursive, so it needs to be an op or a number. I mean, we might maybe call it an operand. I don't know. And then an operand is either an op or a numeric. Does that fix that? At least let it parse. Maybe in the wrong order. No, didn't like that at all. Op or numeric. Oh, right, we don't want any of this stuff. Okay, cool. Well, at least it parses now. Now the order of everything is wrong. So what happened? What did happen? Looks like it parsed the plus first and is passing that. So it's doing the exact opposite of what we want. So this is where we need to start splitting out. We need to have an op, like a sum op and a product op, I think. So let's just try that. So let's say we have a sum op and a product op. And this will be a product operator and a sum operator and a sum operator. And let's see here. So this is the multiply and divide, and this one's the add and subtract. And and this is going to be wrong. And then also down here, it's going to be wrong where I have sum. No, I just have op. So this needs to become sum op. Oh, I hope this is right. I hope I'm doing this right. And then here, this can be a product op, and this can be a product op. And a product op can have a product op and a product op. So going back to this, so like a plus or minus can have a plus or minus inside of it, or multiply and divide, but a product cannot have an add inside of it, or as one of its arguments, I should say. Ugh, this is kind of brain bending, but I think we got the right idea. It just might have some of the details a little off. Let's see if that even compiles. I have a feeling that won't compile. Something's going to be wrong. Syntax error. So now it's not even compiling line 14 here. Oh, that's 18. Oh, it's not even compiling this one. Okay, that's a good sign. I think that might be helpful. 1 plus 3. Oh, okay, I got it. So product op. Let's do this. Product. Hopefully this will become clear in a second. A product can be a product op or a numeric. Ooh. Maybe that's kind of a weird word for it. It's not really a product, is it? It's like an operand. Oh, that's what this is. Yeah. Sometimes. So let's call this an operand. Does that get us past that error? Line 14. Still a parse error on line 14. Why can't we do an add? Just a simple add. So a sum operator, right? And we have sum op down here. Perfect. Okay. It's an operand, and an operand is a product op or a numeric. A numeric and a plus and a numeric. That should parse. I'm just missing something simple. Oh, okay. I overwrote this without renaming it. Whoops. Okay, hopefully get a little farther now. Now we're on line 16. Okay, so we're down here. This multiply is broken. Why is it broken? So a sum op. How did they do it over here? They have a sum is an add or subtract or product. Oh, okay, so we need like another level. Let's just call this a sum. And a sum is a sum op or a product op. Product op or a numeric. And this one's not going to have any junk over here. No processing. Line 16, still unable to parse the multiply. Oh, because I didn't actually use the new rule. Now the naming of these things is a little bit suspect. I wish I had better names. 16, still the multiply. So a sum, I don't think we're going to need this numeric. That's fine. Still a sum can be a sum op or a product op. What did I do wrong here? Operand is product op or numeric. So let's just substitute this as a numeric, followed by the product operator, which is either multiply or divide, followed by another numeric, and product op, let's just go up the chain. Product op is in sum op here. I'm not sure what I'm missing. I would expect that a multiply would work. Okay, friends, what am I missing? Just go back down here. An expression is a sum. Yeah, and a sum is a product op. Curious if the order of this matters. Possibly the order matters. How did they do it in this? Add, subtract, product has multiply, divide, or atomic. And I think I'm doing the same order. It's a sum or a product, right? Add, subtract, product. Not sure what I'm missing. Not sure what I'm missing. Okay, so just out of curiosity, if I only have that, actually, no, let's not do it that way. Let's do it this way. Make and Benelli test. Nope. What was the test? 1 times 2 plus 3. 1 times 2 plus 3. That should fail, yes. Oh, right. I'm silly. Parser.parse. Really? Oh, just 1 times 3 doesn't work? Right, 1 times 3 doesn't work. Fascinating. Okay. But if I remove this, does it work? Yeah, it does. So once it gets into the sum op, it doesn't come back out. It doesn't decide like, hey, this is a bad idea. Maybe because operand is a product op? Oh my, what have I done? What have I done? Let's kind of change this naming because this is confusing me. So let's just, for consistency, call this a product, and let's call this a product, and this a product, and this a product, and this a product. And I don't have any more operand, right? Okay. So it should still fail, but at least the naming will be a little more consistent. And let's reorder these. So like more abstract is higher, I think. And this can be down here. I don't think the order matters, just making sure. It's interesting that this will parse, but 1 times 3 will not parse. Okay, so let's look over here. One thing I forgot to, or I didn't really notice before, is they have a product on the left. Ah, that makes sense. So on the right is always an atomic. You never have product and then the operator and then product. So that is probably where I'm going wrong. Yeah, so for multiply and divide, okay. I think I got it. It needs to be like a terminating kind of thing. It can't be recursive on the right side of the operator, because I think that is possibly what's going wrong. Let's see. So the product op, this is not going to be a product. This is going to be a numeric. And then for sum, yeah. I don't know. Oh, that one already works. Yeah, I know that works. Okay, but does this one work? No, still doesn't work. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? What is it? What if we just simplify this a little bit? I don't think that's going to fix anything, but it will eliminate... Oh wait, that fixed it? No way. Isn't that literally the same though? Product sum op or product op or numeric? No way. This fails. But if I just change this to product, which expands to literally the same thing, then it works? I don't believe you. My mind is blown. I don't get the difference. What is the difference? Having 3 choices versus having 2 choices that then this one expands into these other 2. Well, folks, I don't know why. I don't know if that's just this library or maybe parsing expression grammars. There's something. Oh gosh, ugh, I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like not knowing why. That did fix that. Ugh. Oh, I don't like it. That makes all the tests pass. Ugh. I'm going to come back to that and think about it a little bit more. So let's change this to a plus and this to a multiply. And let's go, come on, EST. I already forgotten what I just did. 1 plus 2 times 3. Well, that's this one, okay. Okay, so that should become this, and if we did everything right, then it should just work. Ah, it does. Nice. And I mean, just out of curiosity, it shouldn't matter about the divide, but let's just test it just to make sure. And yeah, so let's do a minus here, and let's do a divide here and a minus here. This will become a divide, this will become a minus, just for completeness sake. Okay, this is good. Well, let's do some parentheses. So let me just make sure I'm looking at this right. So this happens first. Yeah, the divide happens first. So if I do this, but I put this in parentheses, now that should change it back to this version, yes? But the operators are different. So this will be a plus, and this will be a multiply. So now we're doing 1 plus 2 in one atomic, one call, and then we're calling multiply with the result of that and 3. So this will definitely not parse. Syntax error, yeah, line 22. Just what I expected. Actually, is that line 22? Yeah, it is. Okay, I'm just going to cheat here. I'm going to use what they use, which is this terminology of atomic. And an atomic is a number or parentheses and a sum. So I think we can do that. So anywhere we have numeric, we're going to have a new one called atomic. And that's going to be numeric or parens, sum, parens. Is that right? Yeah. And then we're going to say atomic, and see what happens. See if it parses. Yay. Well, cool. We now have some operator precedence here, at least for these 4. And let's see, so this would happen first. Trying to think if there's another test I need to write to fully exercise this. I mean, for completeness, we could change the operators around. I don't think there's any reason to think or believe that that wouldn't just work. But, can't hurt to try. And we could go a little farther, I suppose. We could say 3, plus 4 or something like that, just to make sure that it works on the left and the right. Yeah, why not? So this call happens first. I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to paste it right here. All my parentheses match up. Okay, and then this is going to be a 3 and a plus and a 4, and this is not a minus, this is a plus. Let's make sure that works. Okay, that did not work, but did I copy it wrong or something? Call 1 plus 2 times call 3 plus 4 should equal. Well, I'm not seeing any difference here. Let's use our existing parser to do this. So it's 1 plus 2 times 3 plus 4, I think. Is that what I had? 1 plus 2, 3, yeah. Okay, and what does this look like? I'm just going to copy this we're going to paste this. We're going to do it all in one line. We're going to do our little substitution thingy. And we're going to put it right next to there. What did I type wrong? Oops. What did I type wrong? Oh, I did a divide. Ugh. You probably saw that and said, hey, Tim, don't be a dummy. Don't be a dummy. Okay. Well, I'm going to call this good. I think we have operator precedence. I'm not too thrilled with the name. If I had better names, I don't know. I think I'd call this something different. Product op versus, I mean, that's not horrible, I guess. Sum and sum op and product op. I mean, what can you do? Let's just move this up here. So we have these three together and these three together. I don't know, should I like separate these out or something? And let's put these above these. I don't know. Somehow this like makes a little bit of sense to me to like group these together like this. Double quoted string, double quoted character. These two can go together, and these two can go together. And then the expression. I do kind of like going from like abstract near the top to more specific. So like the more terminal ones will be lower, I think. Maybe I'll do it that way. Let's try that. Just make sure it doesn't break anything. So can I do this? All our tests still pass? Yeah, okay. I think I like that a little bit better. And to follow my own rule, this would go below this. Single quoted string, double quoted string, float integer. Yeah. Okay, I think we're going to call it good. If all these tests pass, I'm going to say this. Parse operators according to precedence. Cool. Well, hey, not bad. Thanks for hanging out, and stay tuned. Hopefully next time we'll get to work on something else exciting with the parser. I'm not even sure what to work on next. Oh, function calls. I think function call syntax. So the one where you have like function parens, arguments, and then also maybe if we get ambitious, where there's no parens, so you can just pass like that. So we'll see how it goes. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you next time. Bye.